Morning. Welcome to another Daily Dose. We're going to be in Joshua chapter 1, and we're going to take a look at verse 9, a very familiar verse, in just a minute. But before we do that, let's pause and ask God to bless our time together. Lord, thank you again for your word and for this time and for your mercies that are new every morning. We love you. Thank you that you know and you're always there with us through everything. In Jesus' name. Joshua chapter 1, verse 9 says, "Have not I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." And that promise is repeated many times through the Old Testament to the children of Israel. And then again in Hebrews chapter 13, when it's quoted, hey, God will be with you wherever you go. As Mindy, my amazing wife, mentioned in a daily dose not that long ago, one of the darkest times of my life was when my son Knox suffered a severe brain injury and then was in a coma-like state in our home for a year before he passed away. And during that time, life didn't stop. We had this terrible thing going on where one of our children, our youngest child, was just laying in the bedroom and needed constant 24-hour supervision and nursing care. But we also had our three other kids, and we had work, and we had I had college at the time. I was in college taking courses. And so that time became very, at times, overwhelming and heavy. And dealing with the pain of what was happening to my son, along with all the normal cares of life, threatened so many times to overwhelm and take me over. And there were times where I would just yell in pain and anger and frustration. I would cry. I would just want to give up because it was hard to work and go to college. And the hardest was seeing the pain on my wife's face and my kids and seeing my son. It was all so very incredibly heavy and difficult. But what really helped me get through that time was I always knew, even though it was hard, God was there and Jesus cared. And that knowledge kind of helped guide me and keep me through it. Joshua 1:9 is a verse Pastor Dennis, our men's pastor here at church, likes to quote a lot. It's one of his favorite verses, and it's also the verse we chose as the theme verse for our youth ministry, Journey Youth. And we chose that theme because of the idea of we're not afraid, because we know that God knows everything. You see, we see the darkness of the storm. When a thunderstorm rolls through and we're caught in the rain and the hail and the darkness and the wind, that's really all you can see. It's hard to see beyond that. God views life and the storms and the circumstances of life from up above the clouds, and he sees everything. It's like that amazing technology in vehicles, the surround view cameras that use wide lens type cameras to present this picture of your car as you're backing up on the rear view camera, and you can see your car and everything around it while you're backing up. It's weird. It's like it's magic or something. But God sees that view. We see what's in the car, and it's hard to see what's around us or even down here, by the passenger side door outside. Well, God's looking down from up above on our lives and can see everything around us and everything we're going through. He sees it all, and he's promised to be there through everything with you. One of the songs I love right now is "There Was Jesus" by Zach Williams. I'm going to read the lyrics to you to kind of close today. The song says, "In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing, in the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces, every minute, every moment, even when I didn't know it or couldn't see it, there was Jesus. On the mountains, in the valleys, in the shadows of the alleys, there was Jesus. In the fire, in the flood, there was Jesus, always is and always was." So here's the encouraging thought for you and for me. No matter what you're going through, what pain you're dealing with, what struggle you're facing, what challenge you're in right now, Jesus is there with you, and he always will be. Have a wonderful day.